Tottenham Hotspur are beaten at home by Wolves 2-0, Nedum. Antonio Conte has not lost 3 straight games since 2009 when he was managing Atalanta. Bad Atalanta at the time. What's going on?
Yeah, it's not looking good, is it? I thought, with the games in hand, I thought they'd be flying up the league table. But they've stalled so badly. And the worst thing is the Southampton game and the last game, it feels like they were kind of comprehensively beaten. And both of those games were at home as well. So that's a bit of a warning, especially because the next league game's against Man City as well.
Interesting, because as a defender, you don't go and blame all the boneheaded individual mistakes by your fellow former colleagues.
It's never about just the defenders. It's the collective, Gab. It's the collective.
It's interesting because Conte made the point that he thought that they played better in the second half and they created chances, which they did. I don't think he hung his defenders out to dry, but he was also very big about managing expectations here. He says, we're not ready to compete for certain things.
But why? Why is that? You can say that, and you can, comparatively against Chelsea in the matchups, they've looked particularly poor. But they've played home against Southampton and played home
Southampton are good.
So what Spurs?
Yeah, not good. Hard-fought win for Liverpool away to Burnley 1-0. But Nedum, Sean Dyche's side actually had more shots on target. Is this a cause for concern for Jurgen Klopp? Were you impressed, or are you like, oh no, it's Burnley, it's tough conditions, move on, we got this?
Well, both things can be true. I think it is Burnley and the conditions are tough, but they still won, but there's still a level of concern because I saw some of the chances which weren't on target. I think Weghorst had a couple of really big ones. But the fact is...
did he have one that went out for a throw-in? And you praise him for getting in that position? But
he moves quite well. It's like it's almost like just a giraffe the way that he runs. He's just so big, but he's still covering the ground. There was one which Alexander-Arnold kicked over the bar, which was actually going wide, and another one which he volleyed wide as well. But I think in some ways it's good to see Burnley creating chances because, if they're going to be staying up this year, they'll need to do that, but they'll just have to take them because up until this point, I think they're probably second or third lowest scorers in the division. So there's a bit of pressure there. But for Klopp, the fact is the team found a way to grind out result, kept a clean sheet. So off we go.
Manchester City rest Kevin De Bruyne, Rodri and Jean Cancelo, but still wiped the floor with Norwich 4-0 as Raheem Sterling gets a hat-trick. I kind of feel like we take performances like these for granted. Norwich were on a good run and boom.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and it's because City have won so many games, but they're playing against a side that's down in the bottom 3, so obviously they're going to win. But as you said, it's the performance. The result's the result, but it's the performance, and I think
Norwich were on a great run. They're 2 wins and 1 draw in the last 3 games.
Hold on. A great run is a reach. They're on a far better run than has been on at any point so far this season.
7 points from 3 games.
It's a far better run.
And they won the FA Cup against somebody.
And they're still in the bottom 3. So I understand what you're trying to say, and they were better. But I think for City, they can make changes, but the system and the style remains the same. And I think that's the bigger thing. I think that's the thing about the performance, which is key. Because we only see this, in my opinion, with maybe a couple of sides at the moment. And City certainly are one of those.
Your bias against City is staggering.
That's the first time I've heard that one.
Craig Dawson grabs an injury time equalizer for West Ham away to Leicester City. Nedum, their Champions League hopes are alive and well. They're still in it.
Yes, they're very much still in it. I think it was probably 3-4 weeks ago I saw all the teams behind them had games in hand. And if they won those, then they'd be in 7th. Right. Now all of a sudden they're in 4th and all the teams behind them are losing. But what can you say?
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.